Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott. I'm coming live a second time today because I'm going to show you how you can turn these chunky Dollar Tree wood hearts into carrots. And you guys, they're going to be so absolutely adorable. So, as you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I just returned from a trip to New Mexico, so it is super interesting to see where everyone is. Feel free to ask questions, and at the very end, if you want a link to any of the stencils or chalk paste that I'll be using, just let me know and I'll be glad to get that for you. Okay, so like I said, this project starts with these chunky, they're chunky, hearts from Dollar Tree. All right, then basically what I did, and I have some surprises here, things that you probably didn't think about to use. Okay, so then I just used my very last drops, very last, I need to get some more, of this pumpkin Waverly matte, no prep acrylic paint from Walmart. But you can use any orange that you have. And I just used the brush and I applied 2 coats on the front and the sides and the back. And I didn't worry too much about that hole, okay? So then I took a little fine sandpaper. I'm gonna walk you through every step and then we're gonna actually do it. It's gonna be so fun. Then I just took a little real fine sandpaper and I sanded the front and the back just to make sure that when we use our stencil, we'll get a good imprint. And then I took my things outside and I sprayed each side, front and back, with a light coat of clear matte sealer. This particular one that I have right now is Rust-Oleum brand. It's 2 times ultra coverage matte clear. If you like shiny, you can get the gloss or glossy. And it doesn't have to be this brand. It can be absolutely whatever brand you can get. You can pick these things up at any hardware store, Ace, Home Depot, Lowe's. You can get this at Walmart, I don't know about Target, but any kind of painting supply place, okay? And these are usually under $5, and I use these a lot. Why? Well, because when you stencil on wood, it has all kinds of pores, and it wants to pull in your medium and spread it out, and it really wants to give you a blurry kind of stencil impression. Unless you close that down, you close all those pores down, and using a clear matte sealer spray is one of the best ways to do that. So I did both sides. Okay, and so let's start with the decoration, and then we'll move to the top of our carrots, and that is where the surprise kind of comes in. All right, so I have 2 different stencils that I'll be using today. This one right here, this is one stencil. It's just a big one, and it has mini plaid, and it also has polka dots. And you guys, these pattern stencils are so super versatile. You can use them all year long for absolutely any kind of project you would like. Seriously, they are super, super versatile. So before I came live, we're going to use another one too in just a second. Before I came live, I laid this one, mini plaid, over the top of this side of my carrot. And I just used some white chalk paste. Look how cute that is. I tried to line it up so that and it's not perfect, but it's good enough, so that the plaid was at an angle, aiming straight down the center. I think you can probably see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I did this side, and it's dry. And now we're gonna do the other side. On the second one, I think we'll only do one side while I'm live, but then I'll jazz up the other side as well. Okay, so now I'm just going to use the polka dots, and you can line these up, you know, however you want. I'm going to line this one up so that the whole, this part right here, has a polka dot on it. Okay, and we're using white, brilliant white chalk paste. And I'm just looking for a squeegee. Here's one. And I'm just going to dip my squeegee in my chalk paste and go over this. You see how quick and easy this is. Oh my word. And it dries pretty quickly. So, one tip I have to share with you guys about stenciling on wood, really, or anything else, is you just want to lay your chalk paste or ink, if it's a fabric or ceramic project, on, and then you want to squeegee the excess off. You don't want to keep going over and over and over and over and over it, because that's when you push the medium underneath the stencil. And let's see, hopefully it's, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, I'll hold it up in just a second. I'm going to throw this over here, face down in my little yucky tub of cool water until I can get into the kitchen and wash it. Look how cute that is. This stencil, you guys, is seriously adorable, and you can use it all year long for every season, for anything you can even imagine. So that's the polka dot side, and this is the plaid side. Okay, and I'm going to use my heat gun for just a minute or so to get this dry. What is your link for the Magnolia stencils? I will get that for you, a direct one to the new stuff and to these polka dots and plaid as soon as I'm done. But if you're eager to look, you can go just to my website and then look there, and that is Magnolia DIY .com, and it's all smushed together, no space, because if you put a space in between Magnolia and DIY, it takes you to some barbecue store. I don't know why. So it's Magnolia DIY .com, all smushed together, if you want to look right now. Otherwise, as soon as I'm done, I'll just say link, and I'll get you guys a direct link to the mini plaid and polka dot stencil, and to this other one that we're going to be using, and to the white chalk paste, just to make it super easy for you. Okay, I'm going to say that that is probably good and dry, but we're going to set it aside. Look how cute that is. And let me mention one other thing. Later today, after I have everything all finished on these, I will give front and back one more clear matte sealer spray, just to make it completely permanent. So if it gets thrown in a box with my Easter decorations, it's not going to get messed up over, you know, over the year until I pull it back out again. Okay, so I have this one that I've also done all that stuff. I painted it with this, sanded it, sprayed it. And for this one, we're going to use this brand new stencil that I just got. It arrived while I was in Santa Fe with my hubby. And so I'm opening it for the very first time. It is called Flower Power. And I think you can kind of achieve a different look with the stencil depending on where you lay it. Oh yeah, super cute. Okay, so let me get my Sharpie. I always mark the back of my stencils with a Sharpie marker so that I know which side to put my stencils back on, because that's important for their longevity. So this is called Flower Power, and it is new. It's just recently come out. It's super cute. Okay, look how adorable this design is. So if you did your carrot over this, this is what you're going to have. If you did your carrot over some of the other designy areas, you're going to have something completely different. And I think it's going to be adorable. Okay, and it is brand new, so that reminds me, let me tell you this. You definitely want to fuzz your green stencils that are new, because they are super sticky. Okay, I'm getting a question about how do I store my stencils. I have this drawer, this cabinet that has wide shallow drawers from IKEA. It's called an Alex cabinet. It wasn't expensive, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawers. And I just lay my stencils on their backing sheet, flatten the drawer, and that's it. The good thing about this Alex drawer thing is that it's wide, so it will hold most all of my stencils, even the really big ones. Okay, so this is new, and it's super sticky, so I'm going to fuzz it a little bit before I use it, because I don't want to stretch it when I'm trying to pull it up. And this is a tacky towel, in case you're wondering what in the world am I doing it on. Just see some fuzz that I got on the back of it. I need to wash my tacky towel. Yes, I very obviously need to wash it because it's got lint from other projects that I've thrown in that same drawer. Okay, but the other great thing about this is this side is where you can dry your stencils. You just put them in here and fold it over and press them. Okay, so I've fuzzed it. You could fuzz it on a top like this, or on a pair of jeans, or on a low lint towel of some kind. I'm going to do this one with this adorable flower as the focus. Let me see, how do I want to line this up? Just fiddling around here just a little bit to get it. And I think depending on where you put this on your project, you can get a completely different look. So we're using the very same white chalk paste. And if you're wondering what are the most versatile colors to get, I would get black and white. And then, if you want to do a lot of carrot stuff this spring, or Eastery things, think about orange or pastel colors. Okay, so I'm just going to take a glob of chalk paste. My glasses on so I can see this one. Oh my gosh. I know I'm going to love this stencil. I am a all over pattern kind of girl, and I personally think that those stencils that have an all over pattern are the most versatile ones that you can get. More versatile than something that says, you know, Happy Easter, and just in my opinion. Of course, those are fun too, but so this is what it looks like, and let's just pull it up. Oh my gosh. You guys, this design is amazing. Oh my goodness. And I do get a little bit excited in case you hadn't noticed. That's just my personality. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Look at that. So this is called Flower Power. And I will get you a link to this specific stencil so you don't have to hunt it down if you're interested. So just say link in the comments. Okay, let's try that for just a second, and then we'll move on to the next step because I have a little surprise factor to show you. Oh, I see Penny is from Paris, Kentucky. How fun. Wow. This might be my new favorite stencil. Seriously. Oh my gosh. And I am an orange fanatic. I love orange. So we'll be doing a lot of orange projects. Wow, 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 is what I have to say. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so this is the one that we did just a moment ago, and here's the back side of it. And now let's talk about the green that comes up from our carrots. Let me put my heat gun away. Let me get out my hot glue gun. lots of different things that you can use. This is one option, and this was a garland that I bought somewhere, oh, Hobby Lobby, but many years ago for $15.99 is what it says. And it's just greenery, and it's, you know, it's a mess. But I've just been pulling bits and pieces off it for 2 or 3 years, or maybe 4 even, or maybe 5, I don't know. So it was $15.99. I'm sure I paid 40% less than what that is, if not more. And what you could do is these kind of things just come where you can pull, you know, off of the stumps, or what, I don't know what the technical word for those things are. So one idea that I have is to pull off 4 or 5 pieces and tie them. And we're going to use some of this. I'm just going to show you what I did basically, and then I'll tell you what this is right here in just a second, because you might be sort of surprised. It's not your regular raffia. Okay, so what I would do is I would have 4 or 5 pieces, and I would just tie a knot so they were all together. Okay, and I have done that already right here. It's messy looking, and I'm just going to cut. I used a little hot glue. Let's use a little bit more just to make sure it was tacked down really good. Let's see, where are my scissors? Okay, and then I'm going to cut the excess off, and this is what you have right here. Okay, and then I probably am going to try to clip off the ends of these. They're just plastic. These don't have wire in them. Okay. So any kind of greenery, even if you get some florals at Dollar Tree, you can pull the greenery part off. It can be any shape, as long as it's green, really. And you can make a stem out of that. Okay, another option is, this is some green yarn that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I don't know, a couple weeks ago, but they probably still have it. Or you can use green yarn from anywhere else. And I'm just going to wind it around my hand, as thick as you want it to be, whatever that is. Try to get my scissors out of here again. Okay, stay with me because the surprise is coming. And then I'm going to take a piece of it to tie all of this together. Sometimes I wish I had 3 hands. Make everything easier. So I just tied a knot. This is kind of how you make a tassel. Okay? And then I'm going to cut my loop. And I'm going to clip off. Okay, and this could be the greenery for the top of your carrot as well. Okay, and I would probably do, if you're going to do a 2-sided carrot, then I would do a 2-sided tassel. So I made one before I came live. It's a little thicker, but that doesn't matter. And then this is the one that I just made. So, and then we'll use this one right here for the other one, because it only has one side. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is see where this hole is. I'm basically going to cover that up with a little bit of hot glue, and then I'm going to push my yarn bunch into that. I'll hold this up in just a second and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, let's do the other side. And it doesn't matter that they're not the same thickness, because we're going to, on this one that's 2-sided, we're going to kind of attach the 2 sides. And I'm using a low temperature hot glue gun, which is a good thing because I've just gotten major amounts of glue on my fingernail. Okay. So this is what it looks like on one side, and this is what it looks like on the other side. Got a couple really long bits that need to be snipped off. Okay, so then the next thing with this, I think, is just to tie a loop around it at the top. It's like putting all these long strings in a ponytail. And then we'll jazz it up with a button and a bow. Or we may not even do a bow. I don't know. I'll have to see how this looks. Okay, so that's, oops. That is basically what I did. Can you see that? And this is most likely going to be laid in a dough bowl or just on a cabinet or something. So it doesn't matter if the green on the top is a little floppy. Isn't that cute? Okay, so the next thing is, well, let me think. What the heck? Do you guys know what this is? Okay, this is something I crafted with a while ago, and I'm just seeing something out of the corner of my eye that I want to show you. This is a Hawaiian, they call them luau skirts from Dollar Tree, that I picked up last year or possibly the year before during the summertime. It's like in the Hawaiian section, it's like a grass skirt. It's what I have left. Okay, so last year we made this very cool project using that same stuff and an embroidery hoop to make this boho looking wreath. And then I put some beads on it. What do you guys think? Isn't that cool? So there's lots of stuff that you can do with these hula skirts. You can get them for a child, they're shorter, or the adult version. The strings are a little bit longer, whatever you can find. This is an inexpensive alternative to raffia. Did you know that? Because raffia is strangely expensive and unruly, if I don't say so. So what we could do is we could just pull off one piece. It's basically just tied onto the string. And then we'll pull that knot out. And this is not even, but that doesn't matter. Okay, and then we could tie a little bow around our greenery that we made out of yarn. So far, the major elements of this project right here are all Dollar Tree, except for the stencil and the chalk paste. I could even do a little bow if I wanted. Let's see how it would look. I don't know. Yeah, that could be super cute. Okay, and let's pull these tails down below the bow. I'll show you in just a second what I'm talking about in case you're wondering, what in the world is the tail? Okay, and then I'm just going to cut the long ends off. We'll only do this on one side, and it might not stay this way. I don't know. I just wanted to show you this as an option. I made a cute little bow out of a hula skirt. I was going to leave that. I could add a button, which you guys know that I love, love, love buttons. I have a little bit of a thing for buttons. And so, let me grab some kind of a mother of pearl something. We'll put one on both sides. These are vintage, and they are some of my favorites. And one of them there. Cute, huh? And then on the other side, just to see how it would look, I could put another bow on here, another button on here on the back, but I don't think I will. So there's our first one. Cute, huh? Oh my gosh, that turned out adorable. Okay, the second one is this one. And if you just jumped on, when I'm finished here, you should go back and watch this from the very start. And if you want links to the mini plaid and polka dot, or to this stencil, which is called Flower Power, or the white chalk paste, just say that in the comments. Okay, so before I came live, I got this ready, and I just showed it to you just a minute ago. It's just a bunch of this that came from Hobby Lobby eons ago. I don't even know how long. And I am just going to glue it right over this little hole here. By the way, you guys, I forgot to mention this, but if these comments right here are bugging you, did you know that you can swipe them left to right or up and down, depending on what device you're on, either with your finger, with your cursor, or with your mouse, and have them disappear. And then if you want them back, you just swipe the opposite direction. I'm just gluing this on. This one's going to be one-sided because this side is so completely adorable. And I need a bigger button to kind of hide the mess. So this is what it looks like. I'll get the glue strings off when I'm done. These things drive me crazy. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. Let's just use this plain mother of pearl. That'll be cute. And I'm just going to glue it over the base of my greenery, basically just to camouflage that, to hide it just a little bit. I am so excited about this new stencil that we just used for this project. I'm so glad I ordered it. And they do still have it if you're interested. So I'll fiddle with our greenery, which looks like messy hair. But what do you guys think? So these two projects, basically, we'll need one coat of clear matte sealer to make it completely permanent. And I could go back and stencil this other side if I wanted, but I think I'm happy with just this side, so I'm gonna probably leave it just like this, and I'll just fiddle around with this greenery so it doesn't look so tangled up and messy. And so there's one. Cute, huh? And here's the other one. It has two sides. There's one side, and here's the other side. And I don't know, I might end up taking that bow off and just use the green yarn. So, in case you missed what this is made out of, and I'll get some pretty pictures. We started as chunky wood hearts from Dollar Tree, and we turned them into carrots using some orange paint. This is what I used, but you can use whatever you have. Some stencils, some white chalk paste, a hula skirt, some greenery, and some yarn, and a button if you want. So I hope you liked our project. I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. And if you have questions, want links, want a link to this stencil that has both those designs on it, or this new one, or the chalk paste, or honestly anything else that you would like, just let me know in the comments. Just say link and I'll get that for you. I would absolutely love it if you would sprinkle this video to your Facebook page, or if you're in any crafting groups, that would be awesome. Let me know if you have any questions. Be looking later for close-up pictures of our carrot projects, because I'll get those. I'll put them here in the comments. I'll also put them over at DiyDreaming. Take 2 seconds to look and see if you've liked and followed this page and turned on your announcements or notifications. And anyways, I will see you guys later. I have lots more fun projects, a whole variety of things. We're not just going to do carrots every single day between now and Easter, although I am tempted to do that, but we won't, I promise. We'll be doing all kinds of fun things over the next month. So I hope you'll join me. I'll see you guys later. Bye.